You are dropping solid gold in your virtual presentation, but no one's reacting. No comments, no engagement. You literally can feel people tuning out. You ever been there? You start wondering, was it my content? Was I boring? Did they just not care? Here's the truth. It's not just about what you're saying. It's about everything that's happening around it. Because if people can't focus on you, they are never going to hear your message in the first place. So today, I'm breaking down exactly why your virtual audience checks out, and it's got nothing to do with how smart you are or Zoom. Hey there, I'm Ella Glasgow, and I help small business owners and corporate leaders show up confidently on live video, whether they're leading a virtual meeting, hosting a webinar, or speaking at an online event. And let's be real, your audience is already fighting distractions. They've got email notifications popping up, Slack messages going off, kids running around in the background. And if anything in your video, your audio, or delivery makes it harder to focus, they're out. I have seen this firsthand. In fact, let me tell you about the one time that I was at the worst virtual event experience that I have ever had. I was speaking at this event. It was a big deal. It was a big audience, big opportunity. But the moment the virtual MC opened her mouth, I knew this was going to be a problem. She was in this giant tiled office space, soft surfaces, zero soft surfaces, basically an echo chamber. Her voice bounced off every wall like a bad karaoke night. And on top of that, she was a loud talker. And she was using a dated built-in laptop mic, which if you've ever heard one, you already know it made things 10 times worse. So every time she came back on to introduce the next speaker, the sound was so harsh and so painful to listen to that I know it made everyone physically cringe. Now imagine, you're an audience member. You signed up for this event expecting to learn something valuable, but instead you are sitting there wincing every time the host speaks. Are you going to stay engaged? Are you going to be excited for the next speaker? Or are you slowly reaching for the leave meeting button? That is why people check out. It's got nothing to do with just bad audio. It's anything that makes your audience uncomfortable or disconnected. So, it's not just the content that matters. It is how it is delivered. If your audience is fighting to hear you over bad audio, squinting in the dark at a dark video, or distracted by a messy background, they are not absorbing a word that you're saying. And by the time you get to the good part, they're already mentally somewhere else. Nextly, a virtual event is not a one-way speech, but most people treat it that way. When you just throw information at people without making them feel included, they zone out. Your audience needs to feel like they're a part of the experience. In fact, I want you to go ahead and give this video a like if you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And lastly, people aren't just tuning in for information. They're tuning in for connection. But when they feel like just another viewer in a silent crowd, they disengage. If you're not creating moments of interaction, recognition, or involvement, you're just another tab they can close. And if they leave, it doesn't matter how good your content was because they'll never hear it. Go ahead and write, "It's me," if any of these, the tech, your delivery, or a lack of connection have been sabotaging your virtual presentations. And now that you know why your audience tunes out, we obviously have to talk about how to keep them locked in from the moment you start speaking. And it's one thing that makes or breaks your audience's focus, and it's not what you think. I'm going to be talking about it in the next video, so go ahead and click here to watch it now. And if it's not there yet, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss it when it drops.